The most important decisions of your life are being taken by the worst version of you. Now I am going to take a decision for you right now. You are going to watch this video completely so you understand what I just said. And if you are new here, my name is Bawa and I have been helping people exactly like you up spiral their lives through the secrets of meditation and breath work and yoga and sleep and ancient Indian wisdom made relevant and practical today. I said that the decisions you are taking are being taken by the absolute worst version of you. What do I mean by that? When do you take the important decisions of your life? Think about it. Should I take this job or should I not? Should I get married or stay single? Should I get married to this person or that person? Do you realize that most of these big decisions are taken by you towards evening? Because morning, what are you doing? You are scrolling on Instagram. You are answering stupid emails. Right? Now here, this is a problem. There is a figure that the internet loves, 35,000. It is said the internet, you search for it and you will see that supposedly we take 35,000 decisions every day. There is no basis to this number at all. It is just something someone cooked up, and when someone actually sat and did the research, it was some random person in some random blog who had written this number and people fell in love with it. But let me tell you a story which is far more interesting than a made up number. There was a study done of doctors, good people, good doctors, well trained, well intentioned. Okay. And these doctors would work 4-hour shifts. So they would go into their consulting, they would go into their clinic, and then they would be working, seeing patients for 4 hours every day. Right? Now everyone knows that antibiotics don't work for viral infections. So prescribing an antibiotic for something that is a viral infection is just a stupid thing to do. And these doctors in the first hour hardly ever prescribed an antibiotic for a viral infection. I mean, it was literally, the number was 0. But by the 4th hour, the same doctors, being presented with more or less the same kind of infections and cases, 39% of them were prescribing antibiotics. Now what is going on here? So think of going to the gym. I mean, don't think, actually you should go. But let us just play a thought experiment over here. You go to the gym and you pick up a pair of dumbbells and then you start doing the bicep curl, as it is called, which is basically a very fancy way of saying take your hands up and down. Now how many can you do? Say you have a 5 kilo weight, how many can you do? Some people will say I can do 7 or 8, some people will say I can do 12, 13, 15. Okay, you do 20. Can you do more? Okay, yes, I can do more. Oh, my hands are really screaming. I will do another 5 more. Okay, 25, 30. After some time, even the most well-built person will say, I cannot do anymore. They will drop the dumbbells, right? And then you tell them, now you do again another 30. Okay, as a challenge, somebody might even do it, but then I don't think they will be able to eat food with their hands for the next day or 3. And then you say, no, now you do a 3rd set, and you do a 4th set, and you do a 5th set. Can you do it? It is just, no, I can't do, sorry, please forgive me, I can't do this. The ability to take decision is also like a muscle. And you have only so many reps that are available in a day. The more you use that muscle, the more decisions you make during a day, it becomes tired and tired and tired. And after some time, what do you people say? We will see tomorrow. Do what you want to do. Okay, yaar, all right, yes. You say yes to things you don't want to say yes to. You postpone the decision. You avoid it. or you make a very foolish decision. Because the ability to take decision, that amount of reps you can do with that muscle sitting in your head is gone, finished, zero, it's over. So, as the day goes on, by evening, you are really taking the worst decisions of your life. And this is when you do know, you make applications for job interview in the evening. You are not going to sit during office hours and make it. You are talking with your friends, with your family about the person you want to get married to. You don't do it 8 o'clock in the morning. You do it in the evening. That is what I mean when I say the most important decisions of your life you are taking with the worst possible mental makeup. Now let me shift gears over here and talk about something called Viveka. Everybody has heard of Viveka. Viveka, discernment. Viveka means the ability to know what is right, what is wrong, what is good, what is bad, the ability to say yes or no. And the ancient rishis considered Viveka as the prerequisite for even learning meditation. That person should have discernment in their life. They should know what is good for them, what is bad for them, what they should say yes to, what they should say no to. Unless this Viveka is there in you, they will not even teach you how to meditate. So discernment, what is discernment? What is Viveka? It's the ability to take decisions. So only when you can take very good decisions in your life, the rishis are even allowing you to take the first step into yoga. That is why it is considered so important. And now you think of all the niyamas, all the rules that are there. You wake up early in the morning, then take your bath, then do your meditation, then have your breakfast, then do this, then do that, then you do the puja, right? Certain days of the year you are supposed to do certain things, certain other days of the year you are supposed to do other things. Many times, many people think, oh, these are just rules for the heck of rules. But no, what have the rishis done? Because the day is pre-planned, the week is pre-planned, the month is pre-planned, that many less decisions you have to take. Isn't that amazing? The rishis understood decision fatigue. They understood this very modern term and called it Viveka, the ability to discern, the ability to decide well. And they created an entire lifestyle and an entire societal structure so that people could take good decisions. And today we say, oh, what is all this nonsense? Why you should fast during the rain and why you should do this, why you should do that. No. It is not anything to do with those rules. It is just a question of minimizing the decisions you have to take. If you ever saw Steve Jobs on stage, you will see that he wears the same clothes. Every single presentation he will be wearing the same clothes. Why? Because he says, I don't want to spend my time thinking what I should wear, because that is one decision I have to take. I am saving my decision muscle. Even I pre-plan my meals for 15 days. 15 days I sit with my boy who, does the cooking at our house, and we pre-plan the menu for 15 days. One half an hour, 45 minutes, okay, Mondays we will have bindi, Tuesdays we will have aloo gobi, Wednesdays we will have pasta, whatever it is. So now he also does not have to think, I also don't have to think. Otherwise you think about this, no? People come home, you spend so many hours thinking, okay, what should I make for them? While you are having lunch, you are having discussion about what to have for dinner. While you are having dinner, you are already planning, okay, tomorrow morning what we'll have for breakfast. I think India is the only country in the world where while eating food, we think about what other food we are going to eat. But this is another decision you have to take, and especially if you are an Indian and a meal is usually 3-4 things. You need some achar, you need some roti, you need some rice, you need some dal, you need 2 vegetables, you need a salad. There are so many things that come on a plate in an Indian household. Imagine the number of decisions that have to be taken every single meal. And then by evening, you are tired. The children come and ask you something, you say, talk to me in the morning. And in the morning when they go to you, you say, I'm in a hurry now, you don't talk to me. You are making the most important decisions. You are giving The people who matter most, the worst version of yourself. Understand this and follow the principle of Viveka and follow this rule system. I'm not saying you follow the rule system that the ancient rishis created, but you create a rule system for yourself. One of the things I do, for example, okay, we all buy clothes, and sometimes you buy clothes that you don't really like. And then they sit in your cupboard and I don't want to wear this, I don't want to wear this, I don't want, I will wear this, no, I don't want to wear that, I will. So many decisions you have to take just to wear the shirt. What I do? Periodically, every 3-4 months, I go over my entire wardrobe, all my clothes. I see what are the clothes I really like. I take the others and give them away. Then what happens when I open the cupboard? The first shirt that comes out is anyway a shirt I like. So I don't have to think about it. Like that, you have to see what are the decisions that you can automate. What are the other decisions that you can delegate? And then what are the decisions that you simply need to delete from your life? And when you start doing that and you start taking the important decisions in the morning, many people, first thing they wake up, they reach for the phone. You are fully rested. The whole night you have slept, hopefully. Your brain is sharp, your intellect is alive. This is the time when you should be thinking of the big things in life. What do you want to do in your life? What is the big thing you want to achieve? What are you doing? Looking at other people's Instagram posts? Answering emails? What a waste of energy. Because understand, answering email means you are taking decisions. What I should say, yes, no, what I should do over here. You are taking decision. You are squandering. I will not even say waste, I will say squandering. You are squandering the mental prowess that the rest of the night has given you. And then you say, I am feeling stuck in my life. Of course you are stuck. Because the important decisions, the worst version of you is taking. Of course you are not moving ahead. How you can move ahead? Your car has already run out of petrol. You are getting down and pushing the car instead of riding in the car. The one thing that we have to remember, is that discipline will bring freedom. Because you have the discipline of brushing your teeth, that is why you have freedom from teeth problem. If you don't brush your teeth regularly, you will have to visit the dentist. Because you have discipline in the eating of your food, you have a good, strong, healthy body. Because you have the discipline of exercising, you have the energy. Because you have the discipline of sleeping properly, you have mental clarity. Your immune system is robust. So the discipline in your life actually brings you freedom from so many problems. But now you bring that discipline to your decision making also, to your thinking about your own life, where you take the time where you are at your peak, where you are freshest, and make those decisions at that time. And I am not saying you should not scroll on Instagram or you should not watch YouTube. You are watching. For sure you do that. I have an account. I do a lot of work to put content over there. I want you to watch. But not first thing in the morning. That is when you plan and execute the big things of your life. Then towards the afternoon, towards the evening, when anyway the brain is not working so well, at that time it's okay to get entertained a little bit. Not a problem. Right? Happy decision making. All the best.